I'll be reacting to RWBY Queendom episode 4. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. They got 772 likes, so I'll give it a 7. The like number 773. And now I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh man, have I missed this series for essentially a month? But hey, you know what? I'm just glad to see it back now. It's on. I really am concerned about Weiss, though, considering how things in the previous episode ended off. It doesn't look like things are going to turn out too good for her. Hope I'm wrong, though, because the title of the anime is RWBY Queendom, so gotta admit, the environments look beautifully striking. And Ruby looks really nice with that outfit. Oh man, I always love when she like trolls that weapon, yo. It looks so cool. Aw. Oh yeah, the opening. Sup, Joshua Johnson? This will be my first time actually seeing the opening because I withheld from reacting to the opening because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for episode 4 to react to the opening. Okay then. I like it. Although in saying that, as far as opening animations go, you can tell it uses a bit from the first 3 episodes. But you know what? I'm not going to mind that too much, though, because as long as the series itself makes itself look good in the scenes that actually matter, then I won't mind the opening animation too much. The song is good, though. Yeah, I heard the mainline RWBY has been less than stellar, Josh Johnson. Even at work, I know people who watched the original and this version, and they say this version completely kicks the it completely kicks the living shit out of the original. And I'm talking about people at work, Joshua Johnson, that have RWBY shirts too, not just me. Like one of them has like the grayish RWBY shirt with like the silhouetted characters. And I think at work someone else has another RWBY shirt. So they're in the know about RWBY. Like, I gotta admit though, the song is badass, but yeah, even they say the new version is way better versus the CG version. And they're RWBY fans. Like, they were wearing RWBY shirts, Joshua Johnson, before they even announced the RWBY anime. Like, these people were hardcore RWBY fans. They wore RWBY shirts before the announcement. I bought my RWBY shirt the moment I heard it was announced. But they had their shirts before, so they were really hardcore RWBY fans. They still like the OG RWBY, though. In case you're wondering. But yeah. So even people in general share that similar sentiment, Joshua Johnson. At least in the people I know at work that happen to watch both versions of RWBY. What the fuck? Look, it's fucking cute. I like the imagination in the series. Like, just throw a fucking coin in a paintball, shows up. But you know what? It fits the over-the-top sensibilities of RWBY, and that's why I love the series. Whoa! Okay, that train actually kind of startled me a little bit. Oh shit, those people look ready to kill. Okay. The thing is, should our girl interfere though? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could see why she wouldn't want RWBY to interfere because they really don't know what they're fighting for. For all we know, she could be helping the Wise Company train, but they could be doing something iffy themselves too. That's why I could see why she was telling RWBY to withhold from doing anything. And plus, she would have been outnumbered. I'm not gonna blame her for telling her to have just a little bit of caution. I would have. And this is nice because at least in the first 3 episodes, we really got to see RWBY actually show off her street smarts. And what I mean by street smarts, I mean those bits where she has to utilize her I wouldn't say intelligence because RWBY is smart, but what I mean by street smarts, I mean like paying attention to the little details, because that's something RWBY hasn't really been doing much of. That's something that, say, her sister would be doing, looking at the minor details or even weights. That's what I mean by street smarts. Kind of like this. It sets up a girl in different situations here. Yo, this track is freaking good. Oh! What was it called? The Semblance, yo. Yo, okay. That's actually a pretty dang cool application to it. Because in the previous episode, she only utilized it for a combat standpoint. Now she's utilizing it to like actually travel around. Yo, that's badass. I love those bits where she does show off her impatience, though. Damn, it looks really beautiful. Oh, snap. God, my wife does have really gorgeous hair. At least in my opinion, her hair is freaking gorgeous. It's a damn shame that RWBY's by herself, though. It's a damn shame her other two girl friends can't join her. Shit. Okay, at least that explains the coins then. They weren't just there just for show. Okay then. Okay. Oh, okay. That explains quite a bit then. Oh, it's actually kind of cute. And that says a lot about Weiss too. Because that feels like it's little payoff for the fact that Weiss didn't want to be close to anyone in like the first 2 episodes of RWBY, Ice, Queendom. And plus, I did say that the stronger the host of the nightmare is, the harder it is to deal with it. They did explain that in episode 3. I'm not gonna blame her for not. Again, I'm not gonna blame her for not noticing. I mean, she was going through a lot. Yeah, I mean, there were. The only thing you can really do is just try to like assist Weiss in whatever way they can. They can't be beating themselves up. Kind of like these bits where RWBY's sister is similarly spunky to RWBY. I like moments like that. You can really tell that spunkiness runs in her family. Towards like every family member. Don't jinx it, RWBY. Don't. When I get the feeling our girl just jinxed herself and she's gonna make things much more difficult now. Like every single time main character's saying like, "Oh yeah, it'll be easy," and then they make them everything on themselves freaking harder. RWBY. Why'd I get the feeling things are gonna get hard now? I hope I'm wrong though. I mean, I want a girl to succeed in saving Weiss. Oh. Oh, fuck. The thing is, though, sorry ain't gonna fix shit if you attack someone, though, even if it's a machine. I mean, hey, it's backwards, but hey, you know what? It helps save her bacon. I'm noticing that the animation quality in this episode isn't as detailed as episodes 1, 2, or 3, though. Like with the animation, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look terrible, but you can definitely tell that Studio Shaft, they really blew a lot of their load in the first 3 episodes. I'm saying this because I'm currently watching all the non-sequel, non-spin-off anime this season, and some of the strongly produced anime, like, say, Licross Recoil, Love Live Superstar Season 2, Shine Post, and Engaged Kiss, have been like wonderfully consistent with like high amounts of Sakuga almost every episode. That's why I got to comment on that. Doesn't look bad though. Just gotta at least compare it to the first 3 episodes, since it's the first thing that sticks to mind. Not terrible by any means though. Like at all. I don't know. I mean, she should memorize everything that's on that map. Oh, it's smart. Also, she should memorize it though in case she needs an escape route. Or in case she gets involved in like a large scale fight where she's gonna need to like keep her bearings over her surroundings to at the very least survive. I'm just saying. Hmm. 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 It's actually when you're getting like subconsciously the perspective. And it's a nice game to see the perspective of Weiss and not how even Ruby's figuring out that her father is kind of a prick. Whoa. That kind of looks a little bit. Oh, fuck. Yo, oh, shit. Well, talk about making shit tense now. I mean, not that it wasn't already tense, because it is. Yeah, but at what cost, though? When companies say that you're the pride of a company, they usually don't mean it. They only, not all companies, they usually only say that as sort of like lip service in an attempt to raise morale. But I kind of like how this has like some little bit of social commentary on like corporate work culture. That's what I like about this series. And even just to have engaging characters, it has engaging social commentary too, interspliced within it. Okay, that dude's kind of sweet. I like him. The thing is, though, if you have too much cheap labor in a workplace, though, you're going to lose a lot of skilled workers. I mean, it's kind of like a give or take. Sometimes it might be best to have. Oh, okay. I was about to talk into like a lot of it's a business, but never mind. Man, this is really like, since I studied a lot of business related stuff, like a few years ago, this is a really engaging episode. What the fuck? I mean, it makes sense that she would look at those. It makes sense because she wanted to join that famous lady from Juniper. That actually doesn't surprise me. Because you can see like the famous celeb from Juniper, she isn't there. But her 2 members are there though. Okay, definitely giving me a little bit of Madoka vibes now, in a good way, of like the dark silhouettes. And it can't be a coincidence too, because this is Studio Shaft we're talking about. They not only use this in Madoka, I know they use it in like a Pretty Boy Detectives Club in that style, Magia record, and I think in the Bakemonogatari franchise too. It's a Studio Shaft technique, and I freaking love that visual style. Okay, the doll looks kind of cute. Damn, Weiss looks badass with that outfit. Yo, she looks. Damn! The shades. Holy shit! She rocks them like a fucking pro. No, like a supermodel. That's what I gotta say. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh fuck. The snitch. Man, I swear, snitches should be getting snitches. I swear, I hope that snitches wings get clipped the fuck off. I really fucking do. Kind of like how it shows you the type of mental control that Weiss's father seems to have on her, because I like how they direct his head upward with Weiss having to look awkward. That is actually some pretty nice directing style right there. Whoa. I wonder the lady in laughing is her mother. It's a damn shame though that this is definitely implying that at least some people of Weiss's family look at her as a freaking tool though. Oh. I doubt that, because she wouldn't have been able to enter there if Weiss hated her. Because if that were the case, there would have been probably a copy of Ruby in that behind those prison bars where they showed off the Juniper group. That's why I highly doubt that Weiss hates her. Huh. Hmm. All right. And she ain't wrong about that, because when it comes to dreams, it really can be a mixture of the truth and a lie. So it ain't wrong. That makes me wonder how many more coins does the girl have left. Oh shit! Yep, her color has been blown. I'll go. Don't have to do shit. Oh shit! Never mind. She's surrounded. Oh shit! Oh man! I don't think it's gonna be in a happy con. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be in a happy context. Whoa! I would only hope that's just the darkest bits of Weiss's subconscious, and she doesn't actually. I hope she wouldn't actually mean that. I mean, this song is pretty good though. Sure, I'm gonna have to look up the name of this song once I'm done reacting to this anime and a few other anime tonight. Ooh. Ha! Whoa! You can tell that I actually hit a nerve on my swap. Or oh. Alright. Oh, okay. Now the animation's back to it's back to the sentence episodes 1, 2, and 3. Oh hell yeah. Of course, not to the similar. Okay, yeah, not to the similar level of polish though, because if you look at some shots, it's a bit rounded and doesn't have as much shading. But hey, still looks good though. Even if this is Shaft's B team, their B team can still make some good stuff. It does look good, Joshua Johnson, but you can tell it's not as refined as episodes 1, 2, and 3 though, because just look at some of the bits where our girls are dodging the attacks, and then when you see like her hands, they're like super rounded. Compared to 1, 2, and 3, where when she was dodging attacks, then this in shots they even had like the fingers refined and shading. Still a good looking fight though. But it just becomes really noticeable when you watch a lot of action anime though. But hey, great episode nonetheless. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. It was fucking great. Oh man. But first I'll appreciate the new ED, then I'll break down bit by bit why I loved the episode as much as I did. I like the gentleness of the singer's voice in the ED. It sounds soothing to the ears. And I kind of like the silhouetted style too. Like you can tell, even though there's not a lot of animation muscle in the ED, they make up for it with detailed artwork or creative usage of silhouettes, which I appreciate. Because some anime, when it comes to their anime EDs, they just say fuck it. They don't even fucking try to even do anything creative. They just get a single still and they just pan the camera up or down or left and right or a bunch of montages. Here, there's some real effort. I actually really dig it. All right. Oh man, they look so. Oh, they all look cool. All right. I'm gonna have to give the ED a listen to when I'm done. Well, the full version, if it's out online, that is. Team RWBY Project, Awaken in a Dream. All right. Oh, Hajime Ueda. Okay, that illustration by Hajime Ueda is darn great. And I swear, straight up, Waste looks a little bit like Hatsume Miku. Like, am I the only one who gets that vibe that when it comes to Hajime Ueda's like illustration, they make Weiss look a little bit like Hatsume Miku? She even has like the blue hair and all that. No. Not that I mind. I fucking, y'all know I actually like some Hatsune Miku stuff. I even have a Hatsune Miku X Digimon shirt. I knew it was gonna get a season 2, Josh Johnson, because remember when I was reacting to the episodes, I even said Detective is already wasn't that good of an anime, but it sold a lot of Blu-rays and source material. I'm like, yeah, that one was set to get a season 2 because of the sales. It sold a lot of Blu-rays. Like, unlike other anime, Detective Already Dead is one of the few that can not just boost its source material, but it also sold Blu-rays, which is kind of a rarity nowadays. Because most anime, it's like they can only boost their source material or they can only sell Blu-rays. They really can't do both. So that's why I wasn't surprised at all when it came to. And plus, here's another thing that helped out Detective Already Dead too, Joshua Johnson. That series had such an abysmally low budget. Like you can tell, they put almost no money to it. And considering that series sold well, it wasn't going to take a lot of sales for it to get more because it was cheap to produce. So not only did it sell well, the margins for it to make a profit were probably really, really low. Like straight up low of all the outsourced episodes it had. And to top it all off, it's like it boosted the source material too. So that helps out a truckload. That's why I'm not surprised. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's popular in Japan too. I always, as you know, Joshua Johnson, I always look at the pre-orders. This season, the one that's getting the most attention when it comes to like anime is Love Live Superstar Season 2. That's number 1, and number 2 is Lit Cross Recall. Lit Cross is gonna probably be a 10K seller. And then you've got Love Live Superstar, which is probably gonna be a 20K seller. Then it's everything else is like in the fucking below them. It's like a fucking valley. It's like Love Live Superstar, Lit Cross Recall, which I called it. Joseph Johnson, did you see my Lit Cross Recall reaction, episode 1 reaction? I even called it too. I was like, best anime of the season. Before people even jumped on the bandwagon, I reacted to that thing the moment it came out, and I called it. I fucking called it. Anime of the season. Honestly, I was so happy I called I saw the success of Lit Cross Recall coming. I was like, yeah, babe, yeah. Woo! Well, I really call it like that, but I did it for Lit Cross Recall. I fucking called that shit. Hell yeah. But yeah. All right, back on topic though when it comes to RWBY, because now I'm just straight up talking about everything else. Not just that, Josh Johnson. It has 10,000 pre-orders. Like, you know how absurd that is for an anime original? 10,000. That's absurd. 10,000 is absurdly high. Like, an anime selling 3,000 would be good nowadays, but 10,000 is crazy. It might even sell more than My Dress Up Darling. That's how absurdly high Lit Cross Recall's pre-order stats are. Like, I saw it coming. I saw it coming too in my episode 1 reaction. I was like, best anime of the season, and then holy shit, it fucking came with a fucking vengeance. I'm like, holy shit. That's unheard. That's almost unheard of nowadays for like an anime original to be having that many pre-orders. You expect that from like series that are based off of source material. I'm like, damn. And yeah, that also helps too. Lit Cross Recall, it's getting better each episode. And it has a really high animation budget too. So it's like anyone buying that series is getting the bang for their buck. That helps a lot too. Like the animation quality is fucking top tier. But anyways, comics don't know what RWBY sell starts are though. I haven't heard RWBY get a lot of like traction when it comes to like Japan. It's pretty much Lit Cross Recoil. And then it's Love Live Superstar, then Lit Cross Recall, then it's like everything. Oh, actually heard the Slimy guy's doing well in streaming services though. So yeah. Then it's everything else pretty much. But yeah. It really has been one of the biggest surprises. But anyways, here's what I thought the episode was 8.5 out of 10 worthy. Like it really does everything you could have wanted from a 4th episode because for one, it really tests the feelings that Weiss has for RWBY. And I like this too because they were kind of already doing that in like the 2nd, 3rd, and 1st episodes. But we get more of it in this episode. And that's what really impressed me because it's like, holy cow. Like, I was expecting the relationship to be conflicted, but I wasn't expecting it to be this conflicted this fast. But I like it though because, for one, any relationship, especially one that starts on unequal footing at the first place, is going to run through some snags. So I don't think that's realistic. And that's why I really like the writing quality for the episode. It adds some nice, cool drama. I'd say the only thing the series could have done to like maybe escalate the tension a little bit more, and this is why I give it an 8.5 or not a 9 out of 10 for those of you wondering. I really do wish they would have mentioned like the limitations to how many coins does a girl have, because here with the way they're handling it, if we'd have no idea of how many coins our girl has to work with, it's like this. That means her coins will run out whenever the plot says so. And that gets rid of a little bit of tension, because it's like, okay, so that means we're only going to really get to see the coins run out only because the writer says so, and it's not going to feel as organic. That's probably one of the ways they could have improved the episode. And also the action, while it still looked good, it definitely isn't on the level of episodes 1, 2, and 3. Like in the far away shots, you can tell the art style is a little bit unrefined when it comes to like the character design sheets. So that's why, yes, even though I did enjoy this episode, it did have a few weaknesses. It was still a great episode nonetheless, though. As you all know, I loved this episode. To give it an 8.5 out of 10 shows you how much I loved it. Just got to mention some of the downsides so that y'all aren't saying that, oh, Anime Cave, man, he ignored the issues. No, I'm not ignoring them. I'm not ignoring them at all. And not just that, but there is one positive about this episode, though. I do like how this episode does take its time, though, which is nice, because episode 3 was feeling really speedy. So with this new material, now that can slow down. I like how it took its time. And I even love the social commentary, too, when it comes to, like, companies. They can say, oh, yeah, we value your employees, but they really don't mean that. Just going by how the way you've got our girl wife look at her father, you can even tell that she thinks that's just lip service whenever it comes to her father talking about how employees are valued, because all the other employees look like drones. They're not actual people, and that's what I like. It really does show you in a subtle way how Weiss really does feel about her father. And this does show you like the emotional grip that her papa has over her, because you get like this wide shot of her father looking at her from above while Weiss has to look upwards. It really shows you the type of like I wouldn't say unfriendly, but the type of like uninviting atmosphere they both have with each other. And I love that. It shows you a nice, strained relationship, and I think it portrays that pretty sensibly realistic, if you ask me. That's why I really did love the writing quality of the episode. And of course, I do love how our girl Ruby doesn't take shit, because I love how she got angry. This is nice. We really get to see her this angry this season, and it makes her a much more cool character. Seeing these bits where she just figuratively takes the gloves off, that was nice. Oh, that's a little detail. Like, even though, yes, he got Weiss saying hardcore words right now, and yes, even though she attacked Ruby in the dream, you can definitely tell she still cares about Ruby's opinion, because when Ruby was angry towards Weiss, you can see it hit a nerve on Weiss. So I love how you even have like all these subtle little touches with the characters in the episode. That's why I loved it from a character standpoint. Like, the episode, legitimately, it really did have fantastic writing. The voice acting was fantastic. Animation, art quality were good. I'd say the animation quality was a B+, and the art quality was B. Still really good. Background arts was super beautiful, though. Music was nice. I love the insert songs. And that's overall. I felt like the episode, in my opinion, was worthy of an 8.5 out of 10. Oh. And I like the new opening ED. Even though, yes, the opening did reuse animation, but hey, as long as the fight scenes in the series look good, I could give a fuck about how good the opening looks. Just give me some good-looking action scenes for the battles, and the opening could be a fucking dildo picture for all I care, as long as the fight scenes look good. It can even be a picture of a fucking hamster eating a fucking carrot, and them reusing the same frames for an hour, for like a minute and 30 seconds, and I'd be fine with that. Just give me good-looking sequences in the actual anime itself, and I'll be fine. Definitely. But anyways, right before I go, though, I'll just say thank you very much to Joshua Johnson for commenting on the live chat. Thank you to everyone else for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And I hope you'll have a fantastic day now, everyone. But anyways, y'all, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later to join me for my episode 5 reaction or my Love Live reaction. Bye-bye, y'all.